Yeah. Let me make sure that worked, actually, before I make any promises I can't keep. Yep, it worked. Awesome sauce. All right. Oh, I was making sure the VODs is what I meant, Darren. Sorry. That the VODs were prepping correctly. So, now we're here. And, honestly, this video is probably going to go up right after the previous one, so I don't think I really need to do a recap, but just in case, we just switched rooms with Sayaka, who is afraid because apparently somebody was pulling at her door, and we're about to enter into the second half of Chapter 1. I hope you guys over on YouTube are enjoying the series so far. I know this is only like the third video, so it's probably like, bro, what do you mean? I'm not very good at this kind of thing. But yeah, as you guys can see from the chat box, this is a live recording from my Twitch at ttv/AnEpilepticGamer. The link will be in the description box below. But yeah, I forgot to say this in the last one. If you like the content, please go ahead and like and subscribe. If not, that is also totally fine. Until then, until we see you over on the Twitch channel, let's go ahead and go on back. Shrimp. All right. So this is Sayaka's room. It really doesn't look any different from mine. It smells nice though. I will be doing a YouTube exclusive series eventually. I just don't know what I'm going to be playing. It's kind of weird to dig through other people's trash, but I couldn't help taking a quick peek. There wasn't any doubt about it. It was the DVD with her name on it that we'd found in the AV room. That reminds me, I never did get a chance to find out what was in her video. But it's probably best if I wait until she brings it up again. If I remember right, all the girls' private bathrooms have locks on them. I'm a little reluctant to go in. Oh, yeah, and don't forget to refresh the stream. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Oh, yeah. What else am I supposed to look at? I think... Oh, yeah, in here. My room came with a toolkit, but Sayaka has a sewing kit, just like the note said. And next to it is the map of the body's vital organs. I don't think Sayaka would like me snooping around too much. I should probably go to bed soon. As I lowered myself onto Sayaka's bed, a pleasant fragrance enveloped me. Which is also just as creepy, honestly. Sayaka... Did Makoto have to word it that way? Is there no other way he could have worded this? Maybe it'll bring me some sweet dreams. Feeling a little better than before, I fell asleep. Imagine you're on a big spaceship in the middle of an intergalactic adventure. You've heard of Noah's Ark, right? We're sort of like that. We've set sail and left Earth behind. Here you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk drivers, or pyromaniacs. You don't have to worry about the ozone layer or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course, you don't have to stress about studying for finals or practicing for the big game. But even our divine world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really dead set on returning to that tiny piece of dog poop you call Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I've made myself perfectly clear.
So then, let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
Honestly, I feel like the motivations in the first game are kind of lacking compared to the ones from the second game.
Good.
I sat up, still half asleep, and rubbed my eyes. Slowly I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Sayaka's room. I just remembered I promised to eat breakfast with everyone else. I'd better get going. I left Sayaka's room and made my way toward the dining hall. A few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello, Makoto, and good morning. Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning. Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Good morning. I suppose I'm early. I figured everyone who had arrived on time could be considered model high schoolers, and the ones who showed up a little late...
Yo.
Sorry I'm late. My makeup just would not cooperate this morning.
Ah, well,
My
hello.
apologies, lady. No, I don't want to think about that. Nope. We're the types with a more relaxed sense of time. Most high schoolers fall into this category. And finally, the ones who kept everyone waiting forever.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone.
My bad.
My bad, guys. Slept right through my alarm.
What's your problem?
What? Is this so awful to be late? I didn't oversleep, just so you know. Nope, got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle. Don't care about time or other people in general. They're the kind to move at their own pace. But regardless, everyone had arrived. At least, that's how it was supposed to go. Wait, aren't we still missing some people? Yeah, Sayaka and Byakuya aren't here yet. No, this is the first game, Rocket. I don't know about Byakuya, but I would definitely put Sayaka in the model high schooler category. So for her to be so late...
What?
What's going on? Did something happen?
Yo.
Hey man, have you seen Sayaka? Why would I have? I just came straight from my room to here. Did she forget about our breakfast promise?
However...
I got the sense she always has her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small dark speck of unease rose up inside of me. Don't even worry about it, Rocket. It's easy to do. I don't blame you at all. And that speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to check on her. The words had barely left my lips before I flew out into the hall. Where I headed first was my room, where I'd let Sayaka stay for a single night, where she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that one night, the room had been completely transformed. What the hell? Ah! We'll just skip right to it. I better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside a book. It's Reading Rainbow. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain. And then, everything went black.
Danganronpa.
When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I had seen before. You're awake, finally. Are you okay? Now's some time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well.
It's no surprise, considering what happened. What happened? Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw, it was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see. Bro, you're the one who found her. Dumbass.
Just give up.
Lofu, hello! You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
What?
Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? You think I'm beautiful? I'm sorry, Rocket, but he's a dumbass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember that the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But...
So...
I'm the one who convinced him to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Stream elements or butt spot? Because let's be real. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. Hold on a second. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. Butt spot is content. You're not wrong, Rocket. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
Listen up!
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
But...
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Come on!
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
Hmm? What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. That reminds me of Mars Attacks. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began?
Yahoo!
One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. I was mentally broken and using the silent, edgy character to hide their crimes and take the fall. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone? It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey!
You're super
Come
naive.
on now!
Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then!
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps...
You are referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the black end that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you're talking about, is it not?
In other words...
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with.
Yahoo!
So, a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, it'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder, and they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, That's all there is to it.
Well, so what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply,
What?
it's execution.
Yeah.
I'm not, no.
What?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
So to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Killing Epi and Phasma doesn't count. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. Don't make me accidentally you again during Phasmophobia 9. I'll do it. I don't care how many coffees you buy me. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind.
Hey!
Wait, hold on a second.
What the hell are you
You're
talking about?
freaking insane, you know that?
What the?
A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such
What the hell
blasphemy.
are you talking about?
What? Punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Say whatever you want. I'm not going to be part of this.
I don't believe it!
Don't be so
Stop
selfish.
it.
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me and trembling with fear.
Shing!
But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then,
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you?
I want to meet Junko's voice actress as well.
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear!
Hey, Eternal, welcome in. I am Epi, a variety streamer, hoping to bring some awareness to epilepsy and give those with the epilepsy a safe place to experience games. This is actually the second half of the first chapter. He really stuck it to her.
This wasn't supposed to. Why? Me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. Excited to see Junko penetrated. God damn it, Meps. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't. This can't be real. Nope.
Well now.
Now, I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am.
No worries, Eternal. This is actually the Decadence version, so the Switch. And one of the reasons why I'm super excited to play it with you guys is because they made changes to it to make it safer for people with epilepsy. Been holding on to that for a while.
Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Puggers. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend. was dead. She had died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death. Makoto was so long-winded.
Hey,
Fuck them kids, exactly. It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. Is that a toast? It is a husband. That's the table I was telling you about. With the doors. It's bigger than I thought. I'm gonna put it there once we give those tables to Mama Epi. She was laying in it earlier. It's a toast, everybody. Yeah. People die if they're killed, exactly.
Holy fuck, Jin, is that you?
Yeah, for real. All hail the almighty nuttered one, our dear butter daddy.
Baby.
Yeah, Eternal. Monokuma's my favorite. Welcome to Danganronpa, where everything needs to be repeated at least 6 times. Yep. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comics. It's not like when you die, you don't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time. Timber! Hello!
Team?
It is a team. Best support collie. I want to try out this new thing. Hold on. I want to try out this new shout-out command because it actually seems better than the current one.
Sea star.
Timber collie.
Yeah, where is my...
Oh, look at that.
Huh?
So instead of using exclamation mark SO, if you just do slash shoutout and then the name, people can just click on the follow right away. Guys, go follow her.
The bean.
What are you looking for, sweetie?
For my Cody ones.
It's in the bedroom. We need to get Mims one.
Aw, she's sweet.
Well, yeah, it's Troopy. What do you expect? Oh, it's Twilight. Where has she been?
Yeah, she was on this.
Spaz came and yelled at stream. It was great. Yeah, I know the cooldown is longer, but I definitely like it a lot. Some mods, maybe we could use that more often for like raids and stuff.
say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time?
Damn it!
Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened.
Ta-da!
This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it...
The Monokuma file!
I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. You're a goober, and I love you. Do you know you're my favorite husband? Yes, you're my only husband. I have husbandos. Looking at Varus. Nope. Yeah, rile her up and leave her out here with me. That's great. Stop! She put her ears back. Meanwhile, Minnie's like, father.
Give her some love.
Aw. Are you jealous? You ham?
She is made of ham.
You honey ham? I told them about my failed turkey. The Thanksgiving that you were deployed. How it was pink. Oh.
Medium rare, huh?
Oh, hey, Ghost. Either white or really light purple. So, Junko actually confirmed it for us earlier. She said it was silver. There, Eternal. I'm doing well, Ghost. How are you? Huh? Oh, okay. Trooper, stop licking Twilight's butt. It's disgusting. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then,
Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting. I'm sorry you sprained your wrist. Honestly, Eternal, I thought it was light purple until Junko called her silver-haired girl. I was like, oh, but it looks purple.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course, but there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. Yeah, Ghost, usually you try not to have a seizure while you're on your arm. I am sorry you had a seizure, hun. Don't know why it feels like this sort of... It's because you're both excited and nervous, Rocket, so that's why. Go get some rest, hun. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey,
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is dissolve faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else. Huh?
in other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is of course up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything. So did I, Eternal, don't worry, so did I. You're not alone. You are not alone in that, I promise. Pull my hair back a bit.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, we just have to do this. So, Ghost, this is a murder mystery visual novel where a group of students were brought together and put into a killing game where in order to survive and escape, they have to kill someone and get away with it. And if they get away with it, everybody else dies, but if they don't get away with it, they die. And one of our classmates was murdered, and the other one is currently on the floor right there, dead because she broke one of the rules. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die, why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. I will play Danganronpa 2. I can't play Danganronpa V3 because the final trial, even though they did make some good changes to the game overall, the final trial has light in the background that's actually triggered a seizure. I will say, V3, I did not like that game. I'm sorry. Like, I just, Korekio and his weirdness and the Monocubs, I don't like how we lie in the class trials. That really turned me off. And then something that's a spoiler I won't say, but that was the other reason I wasn't a huge fan of V3. But Danganronpa 2 is my favorite in the series. And I have watched playthroughs of Ultra Despair Girls, but I wasn't able to play that game either because there's no way I can make that game safe for epilepsy because I am photosensitive. Fuck Kokichi. No, I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him so much. I'm terrified to find out, but still I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death, which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Let's look at Junko real quick. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. After all, Danganronpa V2 did give us our goddess. Beelzebub, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I am Epi, a variety streamer, hoping to bring some awareness to epilepsy and give those with epilepsy a safe place to experience games. I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Hold on. Yasuhiro. I want to meet his voice actor so bad. I love Yasuhiro. She's dead, then that means...
What?
That means that everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real?
Let me out of here!
I love you, Yasuhiro. Never change. Please never change. That's 1 second. Sorry, I'm getting notifications for things. How you doing, Beelzebub? Somebody help me.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? Is it Celeste I talked to?
Oh.
Yep. So you finally noticed. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Darren. We do have some new folk. I am photosensitive, meaning flashing lights can trigger a seizure. And again, like, I am a huge thank you to Spike Chunsoft for listening to me and taking my concerns and making changes to the games to make them safer, so that I can enjoy them. When I finished V2 last winter, it was almost a year ago now actually, I cried. I cried because I wasn't able to, in the first game, or the first release, I wasn't able to finish the second game, and I loved that game so much. But with the remake and the remaster and making those changes, I was able to finish it, and I cried. I was so happy. I was looking through the Monokuma file we received. I shall do that seep. Ow. And I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm.
Ah!
But she's right. Also, Beelzebub, I think you got us to 3,000 followers. That's insane. That's insane. I'll write up a new senpai command. Hey Clouds, how you doing, hun? All at once, everyone's guys. Wow, alright, turn to me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. Me too, Beelzebub. Like, I will definitely be spending money on them in the future. Like, if they ever come out with merchandise, because it still makes me grin. My favorite characters in all the games are Yasuhiro, Kyoko, With Hina, I like her. Yeah, Hina. Gundam Tanaka, Akane Owari, she is our goddess. I will always love her. Hajime Hinata, of course. Junko Enoshima. I love Junko. She's my girl. I still want that. I need to find somebody who does Danganronpa art and commission Junko and my character leaning against each other doing the Dio pose that she does. I would love to have that. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? Can I leave now?
Just a second.
Hold on, huh? Oh yeah. So do I talk to her then?
Hey,
Hey, could you like not walk? Thank you. Kono Epida. Yeah. Gundam Tanaka is the best I love the hamsters. And honestly, Danny's reaction to Gundam and then the cameo that somebody got him of Chris, from Chris, like that was me. That was me during both charity streams. Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Ow! I'm so sorry. That hiccup came out of nowhere. Okay then, we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone. That was
What?
a very big one. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. There we go. What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Yes, Clouds. This is not a dating game. Isn't it obvious? I mean, you can still get to know the characters and learn like their backstories and become close to them and get their panties. But the most important part is finding who the killer is. We will be doing the. Don't worry about it, Lopu. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Kali wants in Chihiro's panties. Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Oh, you just noticed the Monokuma on my shoulder? Yeah, I love him. But fuck you.
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op base defense with the two of them, but their stats are totally OP.
Huh.
Listen. You bet your sweet bippy the second game I got Akane Owari's panties ASAP. Although I love how Gundam goes camo. Is that it? Is it camo? No. Is it? What is it when you don't wear underwear? Is it? I mean, there's free ball in it. Commando! Thank you, Darren. Oh, yeah, Gonta! Oh, Gonta. I miss you, Gonta. Gonta is the #1 person I would like Toast to dress up as. Since we won't be able to help the investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
So then,
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. Make Toast dress up as Sakura. You get their panties, yeah. So in the first game, Eternal, you actually have to wait until after you beat the game. But in the second game, as soon as you fill the report cards, you get their underwear. But smeps with that pun. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. In fact, So Whimsy, my VTuber mom, her first interaction with me was when we were playing V3 the first time. And Angie had taken Gonta's head and put it on her chest. And Whimsy at the time was meditating and doing yoga, and apparently all she heard from her headset on her desk was me yelling, "Get your hands off of my man." 'Cause I love Gonta so much. If we get this wrong,
So,
well, do I really have to say any more?
Actually,
I'd rather you didn't know.
goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. That's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that
You're
evidence,
fucking dead.
they better not let me find him. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. But, okay, hold on. Question that I didn't consider before. I wonder what would have happened if somebody had killed the Blackened before the trial began. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? Listen here, Nine. Listen. Go, oh shoot, it's gone now. There might be some clips of me shrimping for Gonta. But he is the ultimate gentleman, and then I looked up the special scene you get with him in the hotel. Bruh! Are these static runs, meaning it is always the same? Yes. I mean, the developers are high enough functioning as it is, you know? They make the game the way they want to make the game. How do we even do something like that?
Anyway,
You don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is
It was
very
you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Yeah. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
so,
Well... Oh, I'm not disputing the fact that I shrimp. Not at all, Nine. I'm embracing it. But go look at Gonta. Go watch some clips of Gonta, and you will understand why I shrimp so hard. I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Grilled shrimp is my favorite food. I don't like shrimp at all. So I need to replay the whole of DRTHH to get Leon's panties. No, yeah. Oh, wait. You didn't get them in school mode? Did you do Leon's final event? Like the final date with Leon? Because it's after the final event with Leon, like the final date, that you get the panties. I think. Hold on a second. This is gonna bug me until I figure it out. Where is the... I received no panties. Underwear items are awarded if Makoto completes a student's school mode route. The 2 bonus items will each unlock additional cutscenes. Okay, so in order to get the panties, you have to like go all the way to the end and do that special date, and then you get them. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. You have a dead body right behind you, Toko. What do you mean you're not good with blood? All it takes is one glimpse and were you not looking when...
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. That's rude. End of school mode. Yeah, Eternal. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go... Or you can just stick around, because we will be doing school mode after we finish the game. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. Nine, you take that back. You take that back. I don't care if we're recording for YouTube. I will make people in YouTube wait, or they can fast forward. I don't give a fuck. You take that back. Gonta is a precious being who deserves all the love. No, 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 no. He is a wholesome, beautiful gentleman. Yeah, you tell him, Eternal. You tell him. You tell him. Take it back. Or I'll have V boop you. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Hey, Twilight, stop trying to eat plastic, you dumbass. Stop it, cat. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will...
Execution is execution. Execution!
Oh, so the reason he doesn't have shoes is because he was raised by wolves. Oh, hold on. Ah! Let me see. Send me the image you're looking at, Nine. Hold on. I have to defend my boy. I have to defend my man. Go, Twilight. Look at this. Hold on. Copy. Hold on. Let me get this. Hold on. No. I can't let this transgression go. Look at that picture. Look at him holding Himiko. He's being so sweet. He just, oh. Oh, well, that's just his angry sprite when somebody pisses him off, okay? That's just when somebody pisses him off. Fuck yeah, Eternal. Hell yeah. Here, let me show his... Where? Images. Look at it. Look, hold on. I see that and I counter it with this. Look at that smile. And how do I play the song? Hold on, or the sound alert. Hold on. I won't ask anybody to use their biddies. Let me figure out if there's a way I can play the sound alert. I know. That's why I'm telling you now, Nine. Okay. Hold on. Extensions. Hold on. My extensions. Sound alerts. Let me go to my dashboard, damn it. Oh, hi, Vince. How late were you up last night?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. My alerts.
14-hour stream.
Hell yeah. There it is. Here it is. Listen. Just listen. Listen.
Gonta, keep you up all night.
Yeah, he can. All right. He's a sweetheart, Nine. He really is a sweetheart. I wish I could play the third game so you guys could see why I love him so much, but unfortunately I cannot. Chris played it. It's on his YouTube.
Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Oh, I turned the game down. I was like, why is it so quiet? So also, hold on. I noticed my sound alerts are quiet though. Let me go into the volume. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Volume is up.
Do it.
Huh.
this table come from?
Huh? Oh, boss gave it to me.
Ah.
Yeah. Oh, also, can you come here for a second? This is from Tiver, but you need to like, cause I'm tethered.
Oh. What?
Boop.
I've been booped.
You have been booped.
I'm gonna cry in a corner now.
No, don't cry in a corner. No.
This is neat.
It is. Ah, yes, the gender bend. The gender bend, Gonta. Yes.
Who's been genders?
Artists.
Doing God's work.
Maybe it's because of this that I need to turn it up? My sound alerts are coming in really soft even though the volume's all the way up. Is it because I need to have the OBS browser page turned up more?
I believe so.
Okay. Let's try.
A little bit since I messed with the audio, but that would probably do it.
Gunta,
Ah, yep.
keep you up all
All
night.
night. Oh, I got the chills. Okay. Okay. Joke's on you, Tiver. No offense, Mims, but I don't think she could put the pepper up on the top shelf.
We'll see about that. I'm good at climbing.
Huh?
So we'll see about that. I'm good at climbing.
Fuck. Listen, Mims, I was just passing on a message from Tiver, alright? You can't blame me for that. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka.
Went down the rabbit hole. This is dangerous.
I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. You know what, Eternal? You get a cookie. Because you understand the beauty of Gonta and how he should be respected.
So, I never sent me again though about the stream. Oh? I want to check this out. What is it? I don't remember the name.
All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. You get a cookie. Yee! It's chocolate chip. I hope you like chocolate chip. Somehow I have to find out the truth so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed.
Oh, is that a Siri?
She's mad because she hasn't got some breakfast yet.
Siri, you want brekkie? No, she's giving you.
We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room, where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. I know, right? That's also the voice actor for Yasuhiro. So in V3 got very horny. I will say this, V3 got very horny. And there's a special hotel with a rather sus name, Kuma Sutra. And you can have special nights with each of the characters. It's randomized. And Gonta's is... Yes, indeed, Tiver. Yes, indeed. You heard correct.
Bruh.
Bruh. I love that emote. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly... Oh, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too, so Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. I appreciate it, Aaron. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Listen, he is just a wee lad who was raised by wolves and wants to be a proper gentleman, okay? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something? No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Although I don't think Gonta and I would have worked out anyway. Because he, I work for a pest control company, so I don't think that would have gone well. I would still love him forever though, but he would probably not like, yeah. Hi Jace! Beat boop, fuck the turret. How you doing, Mims? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I wouldn't be surprised if it's coated in gold too. Oh no, Jace, are you okay? What happened? On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. You know, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. You have shingles! No! Oh man. That sucks. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Also, this is better, easier on the eyes. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. Huh? Looking at the lint roller, looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little? I doubt that. Hi, honey! Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. Can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then?
What?
Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, far as I know. One moment. Yeah, We thought I had shingles for a while there, but oh my god, that magical Gonta, I love it. I just saw what you meant. Oh yeah, Gonta as the mastermind. I love that. I want somebody to draw me as the mastermind, I'm not gonna lie.
Bruh.
1 second.
By the way,
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? I love you, Mondo. So, honey, I need you to go into the mod chat in Discord, and I need you to look at that picture, the pictures of Gonta, because that's who I need you to cosplay as, okay? That's who you need to cosplay as. Whoops, you guys can see my cursor. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Hey, Bimstar, how you doing? There are gouges in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? I need you to cosplay as him, okay? Like, we'll get you that suit, and you know you're growing your hair out anyway. It'll be great. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. Wait. That would not have been possible. We can hang out, like we can get you a wig, honey. We can get you a wig. And Gudo hung out with Shushis. Yee! I wanted to hang out with her more, but we had a little as YouTube day. Get a Gonta wig. Exactly. Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know.
Well.
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Yeah. Mondo is cool. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, the sword's been oops. Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with the sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? You don't need to be buff. You don't have to look perfect to cosplay. I don't know if I need to talk to them, but just in case. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a
That
bitch!
dirty bastard. Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead.
So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Kyoko, my love. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but... Hey, Twilight, welcome back.
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room. Listen, I'll say this about Bryce Pappenbrook, okay? He can play a complete dingus, aka Makoto, and somebody, like, actually pretty, like, convoluted and complicated, aka, you know, oh, shoot. Oh my god, why is his name escaping me? Garbage Baby, what? Bruh. The second game. The ultimate lucky student. Nagito Komaeda. She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know, Nine. You were pretty awesome in bringing us that chili. I will continue to accidentally you, but I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she just told you what she's doing, you dumbass. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen.
"Are you a clean freak?" Can we do that special shout out for Mims? Guys, go follow Mims. She's my roommate. She's a sweetheart. Aww. Hi, Twilight. Okay, this is cute. Hold on. Let me get a photo of what she's doing. Okay. Don't listen to her. It's a trap. It is not a trap. Oh, you guys can hear the purr? Guys, go follow Mim. She's a sweetheart. I'm gonna put this in the cute animals and stuff Discord. I keep forgetting that I'm recording for YouTube. But you know what? That's just the fun of it. You literally talked about it in chat. What was it, yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. You talked about it while we were playing Phasmophobia, you goober. Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Yeah, YouTube now knows you have shingles. What do you mean?
So...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? I don't know if I have to look at those or not. Nope, okay, I didn't.
Well,
9, don't you fucking gaslight me. I'll come through the... I know where you live. For legal reasons, Twitch, that's a joke. Well, I mean, okay, it's not a joke. I do know where he lives. But it's because he's an IRL friend. The bathroom. And on the other side of this door... Itchy, itchy ear, itchy ear. Hey, Twiggy. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't. I can't hesitate now. Yeah, Twilight's sitting on my lap. Well, her butt is on the keyboard drawer, and her front paws are, like, right under my booba. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought helped me up and supported me. So fun fact about the LE, the reason people didn't realize they were letters, which is a spoiler, but whatever, is because in the original Japanese, these were still also as they appear instead of the kanji that they were supposed to be. Aww. You're like gonna make me blush. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? Written in blood under the number were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? I told myself I couldn't face what I... Aw, jeez! Thank you for that shout out. Or, fuck! Gifted sub to Meps. I can't. I told myself... Okay. But now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. I wonder what kind of sharp object it could be that's been thrust into her stomach. What do you guys think? That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where the fuck... That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist, too. A sharpened spoon. You know what? I think you're right, Bimstar. You know, I didn't even think about that one. Must have been a carrot. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. I already said that. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... Huh? There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her. So when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? Yeah, I can't even begin to think of who maybe killed her or what the, something sharp object. Oh, thank you for following. Welcome to the void where we have chaos, coffee, and champagne. So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. It's most likely Sayaka's dying message. And the seasonal appropriate eggnog. Exactly. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? A summer sausage, a tasty and deadly weapon of opportunity. The guy who films his friends skateboarding. But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting in the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well,
Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. Remain? I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Dying message. Alright, but honestly I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer? There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Get stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Oh, I just spoiled it for everybody else, Eternal. Don't worry about it. I spoke without thinking. And when I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem.
Correct.
So shit. But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob.
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? Rip doorknob, yep. That is the true victim. The doorknob. She stood there for a while lost in thought. Listen, doorknobs put in a lot of work, alright? And they have to deal with our nasty-ass germ-ridden hands. Then apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I've just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, Well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so
Goodbye.
lost. Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. Oh, those are my hiccups, Bimstar. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Bum, bum. Oops, sorry, Twilight. That's what you get for laying on the hand that's literally using a... Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Hey! Twilight! Seriously? Stop being a bitch! Oh, okay. Well, let me go look at my room again then. Oh, that's a door. This little pop girl and doorknob were murdered by 1137. I have ugly hiccups that sound like a deflating puffer fish. That's adorable, Bibstar. lights on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Ah, yep, the DVD. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? Might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. Yeah. Twilight's a butt. We'll go to the trash room first. My snoot! Ugh. There's a sturdy gate here, no way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
I need to use the restroom all of a sudden. 1 second. Ah! Entertain yourselves! Ah! Okay. Very good, yes, sports ball. Okay. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get the gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go.
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
You can't go any further.
Monokuma, I love you, but goddamn. Support. What? Okay, that was weird. For real though, Eternal. Like, I love Monokuma, but in that one instance, it's like, bruh. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? Yeah, so what they did, Bimstar, is they did an animation adaptation of the first game. And then after the second game came out, they came out with the anime, which is the Future arc, the Despair arc, and the Hope arc. And that was to give the first two games kind of like some closure for everybody, because Danganronpa V3 has nothing to do with the first two games. So they wanted to give everybody closure and kind of wrap up the story. Yeah, I don't like the animation adaptation of the first game. I don't like it at all. It feels too rushed. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. Yeah, of course! I am a Danganronpa fiend. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room?
Here we go!
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get into the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can throw... You're smarter than that, Byakuya. That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually.
So that's it.
I'm very excited for it, Meps. That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that...
Hey, you bastard.
Why you gotta call him that? Okay, listen, I hate Hifumi, but bro, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar. I know why you did it.
Is it?
You want to
like-
dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
There's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
Yeah, I don't like how they replaced some of the voice actors, like Monokuma and Gundam. They should have recast. I don't know why they didn't, but what are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash, disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? It's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on another topic. Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You got it.
Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Yeah, Eternal. He just doesn't have that Monokuma feel that he has in the video games. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. Same 9, same, I hate him. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr.
Without
Naegi,
a doubt.
surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. He has a something mouth, that's for sure, Klaus. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry and keep looking. There's something on the ground. Oops. It looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece, like a hunk of burning love. Anyway, it looks like a piece of cloth in the shape. It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. Hold on. Oh, I thought a hiccup was coming. It's not. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Fumi, do you realize what you just said? The fairy? No, you said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Oh yes, about that there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate,
Most suspicious.
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Why is my nose so itchy? The green button turns it on and the yellow button turns it off. Or so it seems anyway. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Possibly, Brim. Or Bim, sorry. Possibly. Is that... Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on a big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. You play Valorant! Do you also play the League of Legumes? This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me?
That's it. I'm sure of it.
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. You know, Meps, yeah, I don't think he'd fit. The League of Laser Beams. Hey, I'm bad at it too, but I do enjoy it a lot. I love playing League. Maybe it explains the 4 Dark Devas. Maybe. All right. You play Susan? Good old Susan? Do you do AP Susan? Because AP Susan is a disaster. It's just, I hate going up against it. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the beginning, or... Better see if anyone here knows more about it. I do. Although now that I have somebody that I can play with later, like for the new season, and not have to worry about a support bot, there'll be less suffering. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well...
I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, Brim. Well, Darren, if you could get better access, I just stack QAD highest, but that's actually that is how you play as Susan. That is how the Susan do. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You could tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her? On the other hand, 2 people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. I hear you. I hear you.
No, you don't.
I do.
Nah,
Uh-huh.
I'm sneaky.
It goes good so far, Rex. We are just wrapping up the investigation before we go into the trial. Also, I do have it on the easiest setting, the reason being, it's the safest for my epilepsy. I'd love to play it on the harder difficulty, but it's just not an option. No, you heard of Mims.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't exist.
Uh-huh.
I'm a figment of everyone's imagination.
Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? You didn't hear Mims either, of course. Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm
Sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? Oh, that's our roommate Mims. She a good bean. No. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I have had enough. Gotta break free. Hiro, snap out of it. Huh, Makoto? What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. Oh my god, my back. Hold on, my back. Owie. But it's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
Nope. No blanket over Junko's body. I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break? What? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history, Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now, so you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, Hiro. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? It's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. I know, right, Eternal? Why the bathroom? Or, I mean, laundry room. Or the bathroom. I mean, why the bathroom? I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there, along with the friend she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much, began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart.
I know how this is gonna sound, but I like how the girl, like the first girl on the left, her booba is actually squished, because a lot of times people don't account for that when they draw a girl laying down, like, on her stomach.
None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Squish the booba. Squish that booba. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Alright.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. I will say one thing about V3 I really liked was the buff Monokuma statue. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka is really one of us? Me! Oh shit, pardon me.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided.
Although I think my husband's reaction to the buff Monokuma is even better.
I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
I don't want to talk to him. Let's just go in. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well,
Let us begin.
Yes.
Good
indeed.
idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. He was very disturbed, Jace. Very disturbed. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. Nice. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Well, if only my sneezes could be as cute as my hiccups. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Thank you. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us. Bro, of course the elevator is going to be oblivious to your anxiety, my dude. It is not a living thing. You finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it just feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
shit.
Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yahoo!
Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it'd be easier for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. I mean, it looks to me like you're standing there, but... It's okay, Jace! And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Alright. What is this? Reduces your aim speed, effective during the non-stop debates and the Hangman's Gambit. Wait, wouldn't you want fast aim speed? Reduces your speed. I mean, I guess we can try it. We can try it. All right, time for the trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Could be Jace.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the
Hey,
one
Nona.
that deceives everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
God damn it, Jace.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship.
No,
penetrates-
Hifumi, bad squishy.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Nope. I know what I'm doing. I've forgotten the controls, but I know what I'm doing.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Hill.
You know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Whoops.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, the letters move slower. Odd.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first.
No, that's
Then
wrong!
She ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Byakuya,
Next
the
is
ultimate
the subject
asshole.
of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Because it is, you dumbass. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Byaku, yes. Exactly. Byakuya's. Byakuya.
So what was used to kill her?
Byaku, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is a murder weapon.
You didn't see anything.
The killer used some random knife they had on him.
Nope.
No, that's wrong. No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
No, that sounded like it
And
was
if
from
you
the
look
second
real
game.
close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure, pin the blame on me, bro.
Right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime.
Mm-hmm.
What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all.
Under the narwhal.
I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. Alright, nope. No, Rex. It's all set in stone.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dark.
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Gets us nowhere, exactly. Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. Jace! God damn. Thank you. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, thank you, Jace, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. Enjoy
Just to
the
be
ad-free
perfectly
viewing and
clear,
emotes.
The knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
PJ party!
No,
Here, I'll join in.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time.
And it's even going in time to the music.
In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Oh, it just means that you don't have to sit through ads, and you get to use the emotes for my channel.
Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other.
Idiot swimmer girl! Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
Thank you.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Yeah. If you see in the chat box, there's that little diamond-looking thing, and then the emoji. If you click on the emoji, you'll get to see the different emotes from my channel.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
PJ party.
What if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife.
Spaz is being chased
by
Twilight.
So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she
Kinda
just
looks
said
like a diamond
she was
to
in
me.
the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
The fuck? Nine, thank you for the gifted sub to
Either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Aww.
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
Thank you guys, I'm not gonna lie, my PTSD got triggered, so I'm kinda like...
I wasn't really thinking, I just asked
Twitchy.
her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school's regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Taka, sweetheart.
I'm a girl.
Yeah.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility.
Oops.
Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
It's okay. It's
Why
okay,
didn't
Eternal.
you
Do you
say so
see
in
the
the
little
first
emoji icon though in the next on the far right of the
because
chat box?
They're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here. Are you talking about
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
someone's in the kitchen with Sayaka? Someone's in the kitchen, I know. It was Sayaka.
Pause this moment.
What the fuck?
I got it!
Oh, thank you for the biddies, Geyser.
Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Oh, it's a hype train. Thank you.
That's the only possibility.
I appreciate the hype
And
train.
thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She
I really
just
gotta
went
think of
straight
something.
to the kitchen.
Oh, you're
Hype
using
train.
Xbox. I have no idea then for
As she
Xbox.
left,
That
she
is,
said she
I have
just
no
wanted
clue.
a drink of water.
Thank you, Jace, for the
Most
biddies.
likely,
Ah, more biddies. Honey, thank you. I might consider giving you a kit. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sure she just
the
took
meat.
it for self-defense.
Nom.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Well, you no longer
In
have
that
to
case,
experience
you may
ads.
not have
That much
taken
I
the
know for
knife,
sure.
But you still could have killed her.
Oh, while I'm thinking about it. Hold on.
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
Go follow him, or else.
Argument and send us all off in the
That
wrong
is my
direction.
husband, and he's gonna start streaming soon again. So go follow him.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. I mean, they're already ready to, Makoto. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something
Poor Whimsy
most bewildering.
just got punched in the face again.
And until we unravel that little mystery,
for now,
you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
It's up to Toast. It's up to Toast how I answered this question.
What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
The poor girl. I don't know why she can't just get a fucking break. But wasn't. That must be the crucial point. Okay, Eternal. You can just figure out what that something is. Twilight, don't you start. He's getting a flute form, so just like my pony form, he has another form. We just need to get it set up for him. So he needs to get
Now I understand.
Once my iPad stand gets in, I'm gonna give him my camera, and so then he'll
right.
at least have
There
his flute
wasn't a
form
single hair on the
until
floor.
his other avatar is done.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
At the crime scene.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom,
Thank you for
and
that level 1
stabbed
hype
her.
train, you guys. I appreciate you.
And how did the killer get into the
I
bathroom?
wonder if they're still doing
Did
the
they have any
uncapped hype
trouble with
trains. It doesn't say anything about records, so I don't think they are. Come to think of it. Did they stop
It's
the
fairly
uncapped hype
certain
train?
that
That's
the killer
dumb.
had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Oh, they are still doing them. Oh, okay, never mind then. Killer struggle getting to the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed?
within 2 levels.
And
Oh,
the doorknob's
okay.
about ready to fall off?
Oh, they're permanent now. Good, good. I'm glad they made it permanent.
But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then.
Go follow me.
Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? Itchy. Hi, honey. I get a comfort cuddle? Yeah. Ah, the husband's giving cuddles. Ah, bah, 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 bah. Yeah. Aw. Minions on our our bed.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
This is true.
She then fled into the bathroom.
That is true.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. No!
Shoot!
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Sayaka was first attacked. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after, and they got into the bathroom. At that point, the killer...
Because Sayaka had locked it.
Aha!
And finally,
ah, shit.
The culprit hit Sayaka.
Yeah, I don't like the slow...
We already know the answer.
I don't like the slower thing.
The incident took place and Sayaka was first attacked. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after, and they got into the bathroom. At that point, the killer...
Because Sayaka... No, that's wrong.
Hey! Guys, stop it. Your dad will feed you soon. He just said that.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked.
There you go.
After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Chef Gay Games, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in.
Yes.
I am Epi.
Yes.
A variety streamer.
That you mention it,
hoping to bring some awareness to epilepsy and give those with epilepsy a safe place to experience games.
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
My wrist itches so bad.
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
So it actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail didn't know took place in my room.
I got it!
Same.
The killer must not have realized
it really is
that it was my room.
Eternal.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where?
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
I hate
well,
you, Hifumi.
To be more specific,
I hate
what
him
the
so
killer
much.
didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom.
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
Yeah, I think it's case sensitive. Yeah, okay.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something.
Stop.
For Siri.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the
Stop
key
it.
somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
He probably
Negative.
would.
If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. No one in because... I think it's... Yeah, it's switching rooms.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Yeah.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
It's okay, Eternal. Don't worry about it. There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly
It really is
useful
Eternal.
sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
But of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
in that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2Ds.
But can you be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Yes.
I see. So if someone read that note...
Yes.
Then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Yes.
Exactly. The room that Makoto...
No, it's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right. Okay, then who did it?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. There's only one person, the only person who knew we had switched rooms. Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Talk to beyond, check the nameplates.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
Stop.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
I don't know. What's the
Sayaka
deal with it,
suggested
huh?
I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her
Trooper,
wrist?
stop. Your father will feed you soon. The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it!
The gold filigree
All
on the
you have
handle.
to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. Nope, because it doesn't apply. I actually don't know which one it is. We'll see.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt.
I think this is what...
A sword-based sneak attack.
No.
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe
That's
they
a good
grabbed the
question,
sword as a
Eternal. I don't
defensive
know.
impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and...
Oh, hey, Bless! How you doing?
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her stomach. Yeah, her stomach would have to touch it.
You're talking about her palms, right?
Yeah, normally I speed by it, but I forgot to that time. My bad.
Perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palm?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hand. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Nope.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Bruh.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka could wash the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms. Water's turned off.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Minion is rubbing over her bone.
I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Bruh.
Oh my.
Ew!
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
We have more important
Insult,
things
obviously.
to talk about right now, okay?
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have to be Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
She's the one who picked it up.
We already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and
Yep.
the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
Nope.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Darren. He could have, the person could have wiped their hands on the shirt that they threw into the incinerator, though.
He took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying.
Hey, stop it! Oh my gosh.
And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
That is also true, but they could have opened the door, like, covering it with their sleeve, left their door cracked, gotten rid of the shirt, and then gone back to the room, and once morning came, washed their hands.
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the name?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
I just love the music. I'm sorry.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Truth. Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Not true!
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong.
Oh, so, Bim, Sakura is the ultimate martial artist.
Left. Sayaka's dying message.
Sakura, so she's been in a lot of fights, a lot of martial arts competitions. That's why she's all scarred up.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
She came here like that.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood.
We are coming to the end.
There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Oh, yeah, no. It is a fair concern, Bim.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer. grammar, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Sorry, hair.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
And again, the reason it took them so long to figure out that they're numbers, or not numbers, is because everything, this is translated from, the game is originally in Japanese, and she couldn't write kanji with that hand, so she had to write it in English.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Well, Darren, I was sorry. My brain isn't where I'm having some, probably from her training sessions and her sparring is probably where she got those scars from.
Two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there.
Yeah, Meps,
So
and
I
it would make
assumed
it would make sense
1-1,
that she
but-
understands English as a pop star. That way, if there are any English fans, she can interact with them.
Looking at it
At least
now,
that's my thought.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
A little gray seltzer.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
It's no use, I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Anime, I need her on my team. Yep. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was
That's
simply
right,
to
Meps.
rotate the writing 180 degrees.
When I visited Romania, I would ask teenagers what their favorite class was, and it was English, is what they would say.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all.
Oh, Eternal.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Trying to get rid of. It's something on the ground in front of the incinerator.
I got it!
Hi, Janice!
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
It gives you the option to try again, Janice.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains in the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. Monokuma proclaims that you're the one who's guilty, tries to kill you, and then you get the chance to try again. How?
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Nope.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer.
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
I'm a dumbass!
Shoot! The key to the trash room. Whoever was on clean.
So the only one who could get to the person in charge of the trash?
Shit.
Shoot! The key to the track. Whoever was on clean.
So the only one, the person.
And you'd have to get close to the
No,
incinerator.
there we go.
In order...
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was throw with it. Or throw it.
The killer simply
It
took
kinda
aim at
does,
the
doesn't it, Brim?
incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Yep, it was off. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. It was not a work of a
Hifumi had
fairy.
the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge
Exactly, Janice.
was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate.
Yeah, Eternal.
Once they got in the incinerator going...
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the track, the shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right.
They're difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so.
Extra-crispy. Whoops, I wouldn't have much... Bleh.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the kill these goddamn shipper brains at...
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me!
What the... Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Okay. Nope. Alrighty. Oh. I think it's the one of them. Oh, no, it's this one. No, come on. And then... it would have blocked. Fuck. Fuck. Da-da-da-da-da. Wait, was that the right one? Yeah, no, because it would have blocked it. Hit with the... I think it might have been that one. Couldn't open it. So then they got the screwdriver, I think. Yeah. Oops. Attacked. Broke in. Oh, dying message. Died, Act 3, took it off, grabbed my lint roller. A degenerate. That is my go-to phrase, isn't it? Threw the glass ball. Wadded up the shirt. Threw it. And then they did not notice that the shirt didn't completely reenact.
The killer is you!
There we go!
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Same, Brim. Same.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake...
Whoops. Oh well.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck inside, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jace. I never fucking swear.
And stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
I'm sorry, I meant Darren.
First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their
I'm not sure why I said
blood.
Jace, actually.
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the
Guys,
entire
stop.
area. They wanted to make sure they...
Yeah.
Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator.
This
So
is the
they came
downside
up
to my
with a
new
plan
office.
to
I can't
use
just
Hero's
throw them
crystal
out and
ball,
walk them out.
which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon. The way he says that.
It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid, without evidence. It's all bullshit.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it.
The longer I play, sometimes, because like while this game is safer, it still has its moments, and the freak out faces
Makoto,
are part of the issue.
I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? Nope, I know what I'm doing.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it.
Bullshit,
Instead,
bullshit,
they must have used something that belonged to them.
Hi, Ninja. There's a
I
screws could
refuse
have
to
been.
acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. I'm doing alright. How are you, Ninja? Bum, 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 bum.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up.
Final strike.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it. The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools in it.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
Still in the shrink
That's
wrap.
because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid!
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid!
I can only feel a little bit of pity for him.
You have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished.
Like, yeah,
here.
he was trying, he could have left her alive and then told everybody about it later. He didn't have to kill her. That's cheating, Ninja.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
Oh, were you just experimenting with the...
You
okay.
all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Do you mean at the voting or during, like, if we just lose, if we run out of hearts ourselves?
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
So if you do end up losing, Rex, what'll happen is Monokuma will claim that you're the one who did it. God damn it. And then, you're given the option to try again. Hold on, I feel like uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it. The toast barrage indeed.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
But I have no impulse control. One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? You know, I kind of don't blame Spike Chunsoft for not coming up with more, executions so that it was, like, dependent on, you know, the decisions you make, who's killed and who does the killing, because the executions are already so intricate. Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we had been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even if I couldn't handle what I saw in there, if I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. Okie dokie, Rex. Have a good rest of your day. Some people animated them, yeah, but they were just sketched out. It wasn't nearly as, like, none of it was animated, none of it was colored in. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka... Yep. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said...
No matter what happens, please always be...
I need you on my side. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm. Oops. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. Oh, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
That's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So,
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh!
Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. Say what? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well anyway, more importantly...
Chills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
That is kind of sad, him begging for his
Now
life
then,
like this.
I prepared a
It's
very special
punishment for Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Yeah, it's really rough listening to him beg for his life. Although this one didn't hit me nearly as much as Gonta's did. Gonta's really hit me. And I just spoiled V3 for people. My bad. I know the music is softer in this one. I'm sorry. No! I'm sorry! You know that's gotta hurt. Yeah, Clouds. Also, I should have said something about that for the YouTube peeps. I didn't even think about it though. Shoot. Yeah, Brim. It's rough. It's rough. No, I'm gonna be transferring the VOD over onto YouTube. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
Yeah, Meps. To think. I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there, just like before.
Thrills, chills, kill!
Yeah, isn't that what everyone is waiting for?
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. And that is the end of Chapter 1. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. Well, no one spoke! How did you know their voices were dead? Oh, wait. I thought he meant like dead sounding. My bad. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved close and whispered into my ear. It's free real estate.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No, I'm gonna carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Chapter 1 is done. That rhymed. Alrighty. Well, to be continued. I love that little slash of Monokuma's eye. And we got the Despair Bat as a present. Alrighty. With that, Aha! Here we are. With that, we will go ahead and end for today. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us while we did that today. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. As I said, this was all a VOD from my Twitch over at ttv/AnEpilepticGamer. So if you would like to come and experience the shenanigans in real life, or in real time, I should say, not real life, then just pop on over and drop a follow. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. If not, that is also perfectly fine. We are going to go ahead and raid out to my roommate, and then tomorrow we'll be back, hopefully to do some Phasmophobia with Nether Gaming. If not, then just whatever we end up playing. I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the follows, the subscriptions, everything. It means the world to me. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon. As my animals destroy everything in the background, because they're lucky I love them, I swear to God. I swear to God.